So like, are they even like real though? Like,
Who?
like Navy SEALs? Are they actually like a real thing, or are they just kind of like made up, like to scare people? Or
Yeah, of course they're real.
yeah, but like, what do they do all day? Like, what do they do? Like, do they just hang out, or?
Well, haven't you seen movies like Act of Valor or American
No,
Sniper?
I know, no. Those are just movies, but like, what do they do?
Breaching, breaching! Warhorse off safe. Guns. Are we clear to use our thermal barrack laws? Over. 2-3, roger. Riverbed all clear, over. Rendezvous at the nest and prepare to escort Gold Eagle to the LZ.
In 1983, the United States invaded the island of Grenada and overthrew the communist government in favor of pro-Western one in a span of less than 2 months. Problems between the U.S. and the Caribbean nation began in 1979 while the Cold War was still in effect, when a bloodless coup placed the pro-Marxist Maurice Bishop as the prime minister, which led to the strengthened ties between Grenada and communist nations like Cuba and the Soviet Union. Bishop was eventually murdered in 1983 during a power struggle, creating a breakdown in civil order that threatened the lives of American medical students who were living on the island. In response, and at the request of allied Caribbean nations, the U.S. launched Operation Urgent Fury to rescue the medical students. The U.S. sent in Army Rangers and, of course, Navy SEALs. The Navy SEALs unit moved quickly in a classic frontal assault formation, although other formations of assault were used in the Battle of Grenada.
Right.
As seen in this one, Navy SEALs would jump over one another to increase speed and efficiency. This is where the common-day term leapfrog originated from. Navy SEALs also went through intense training to prepare for the mission of Grenada. SEALs were expected to lift double their weight in case of emergency while firing the weapon, as seen here. SEALs would also implement stealth into their operations to ensure a quiet and successful mission. This aspect of their ability to be stealth-like was especially in need due to the high stakes of Grenada. The Navy SEALs also possessed a wide variety of different weapons that were used in Grenada. Some weapons were used for close quarters battles, while others were used in longer distances. Navy SEALs were trained to use all weapon types no matter what the situation threw at them. Here we can see two Navy SEALs, one holding the gun and one aiming the gun, a prime example of the brotherhood that is seen between SEALs.
You may fire when ready.
SEALs also wore suits made to look like plants and foliage to better blend in. These suits are commonly called ghillie suits and are very hard to spot. Here we can see an example of these ghillie suits. Navy SEALs go through extreme conditioning for every weather condition. Navy SEALs go through a rigorous training program called BUDS, which stands for Basic Underwater Demolition SEAL. Here we can see the SEALs working out to train for their missions.
Round loaded. Fire when ready.
The following section are interviews of Navy SEALs that served in Grenada. May contain violent content. The interview, Mr. Ouch. Mr. Ouch, we have the interview today, sir. We have the... So, Captain Ouch, how was Grenada a failure for you personally?
It wasn't. It was a victory. So, can you tell me how Grenada was a failure for you?
Yeah, just Grenada, we just had a lack of leadership, lack of communication, lack of flexibility within the soldiers. There was a sufficient deficiency in gunpowder, and as well as friendship. So what was your most traumatic? Sir, can we ask the question? Okay. What was your most traumatic moment in...
So, Lieutenant Chunchi, can you elaborate on your most traumatic experience in Grenada?
Yeah, well, I was pinned down on a bank with my best mates, Harry and Barry. It was 0400, and I didn't eat breakfast that morning because there was no egg or waffles, and we didn't quite have the enemy.
2 hours later.
By this time, my mates Harry and Barry were both dead. Next to me, I had a goat hoof and a coat hanger. I'll tell you what, I used the... So, sir, what was the most important part of Grenada for you?
Well, it's bad memory jammer right here.
So, I mean, how is that important to you, though?
Well, I sleep with it, I eat with it, brush with it, I floss with it,
Okay.
I whack with it.
Okay, sir. Let's
I
just
kill
keep...
with it.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Sorry.
So, Lieutenant, what was the most important part for Grenada for you?
Well, I learned how to dance.
So, what do you remember about Grenada?
Grenada? What's Grenada?
Yes!
Bloopers! Bloopers!